Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to talk about Uranus, the outer planet that deals with inventions. And Uranus was discovered in 1781. So whenever a planet is discovered, whatever that planet is relative to, it brings into the conscious awareness of the planet at that time. Now, hindsight is 20/20 because at that time, I'm sure that they couldn't say, okay, this is what Uranus means for us right now. But what Uranus brought into is the Industrial Revolution, the very first invention where people didn't have to do things themselves. And this was around the time of the cotton gin. And after that, then all of these inventions started coming about in industry. So Uranus rules. It rules technology. So this was like the onset of it. It rules computers, it rules machinery, it rules electricity. And this was the time when electricity was all coming about. So it deals with lightning, and it can deal with lightning like bolts of lightning where an idea just hits your head and all of a sudden you know something. This is how Uranus works. Now remember, because this is an outer planet, I do not use them in the Vedic system in terms of house rulership. But placing them in a chart, if it is close to another planet, it will influence that planet in a very interesting way. And I will explain. And as well, this particular planet, Uranus, through the different houses will cause that, wherever it is, disruption, upheaval, because when we talk about world events, the outer planets, as they go through different signs, Uranus stays in a sign for 7 years. So during that 7 years, it will really flavor a certain generation of people in terms of what sign it's in. And as it conjoins outer planets in the heavens, will depict major trends and changes in the world. So the outer planets really deal with the collective unconscious and will really affect world events and the public, the mind. But it is not necessarily so much on a personal level, although in a birth chart it can have its effects. And I must say, I have made some of my most astounding predictions based on the outer planets, so I would never consider not using them. Uranus rules revolutions, rebellion, fighting back, being different, unconventional, being just sort of like eclectic, not wanting to fit in. You want to stretch your individuality. You want to be unique, talent, and creative, and it rules inventions. So Uranus is all about inventions and creativity in terms of these lightning bolts of information that may come into conscious awareness when you least expect it. This is Uranus. So Uranus deals with also accidents, things that happen unexpectedly. So realize that Uranus with dealing with unexpected events, it can deal with earthquakes, it can deal with major changes that happen unexpectedly in your life or in the world. So it deals with radical shifts, changes, rebellion, and anytime we have the hard aspect between Uranus and Pluto, we have a breakdown of society's rebellion and different aspects in the world of radical shifts, unexpected changes, and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. That's the power of Uranus. So if you have Uranus conjunct the moon, you may not be very balanced emotionally. You have an unpredictable quality of changes in the mood. The mother may be the same way. If you have Uranus with the sun, there could be the same quality to the father, unpredictable. If you have Uranus conjunct Venus, there could be problems in relationships. With Mercury, it could be the mind has these unpredictable ways of thinking. But I think Uranus with Mercury deals specifically with amazing changes in mindset, but it is the sign of the inventor, the creator, comes up with unconventional ideas that are inventions. So Uranus also with Venus, love and romance shifts quite rapidly. With Jupiter can be major windfalls and change that happen suddenly. If you have Uranus with Saturn, this can be the breakdown of the old, the tradition, the laws that never have worked. If you put Uranus with, like I said, Pluto, it's a big change for governments. Uranus with Neptune, mysticism, spirituality, and this, when they came together, was the time of the spiritualist movement. So you see, this can depict the outer trends in the world. Uranus in the first, your life changes unexpectedly, moves. In the second house, ups and downs with money. Third house, unusual brothers and sisters. Fourth house, there is security measures that are constantly changing. Fifth house, unexpected pregnancies or creative mind that is off the charts. In the sixth house could be accident prone. Seventh house, unusual partner, or the partner is never around. In the eighth house, changes around money matters. In the ninth house, an unusual father. 10th house, a career with technology. The 11th house, unusual groups and friends. 12th house, travels to foreign places and a connection to wanting to go beyond this world in terms of thought and ideas. And maybe there's a lack of sleep because of that. So you see, Uranus is this unconventional, unusual, unique planet. And it will depict where there's the biggest change because it is called the Great Awakener. And it awakens minds and consciousness to seeing things from a completely different vantage point or awareness. So I hope you have a better idea of what Uranus is all about. If you'd like more information, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Or if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, go to my university, University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.